everyone, and thank you for coming today. Today I will be teaching you how to make cake in a mug, and it'll look something like this when it's all finished. And this image was retrieved from www.wordpress.com. Now, before I begin, I'd like to share a couple of interesting things with you about chocolate cake. My first question is, does anyone know when chocolate cake was first made? Destiny?
1600s.
Good job. Does anyone know what country chocolate cake was first made in? Destiny?
England.
Correct. England it is. And this image, this is a little bit of a long one, was retrieved from www.resources-junior-kent.sch.uk. And I learned those facts from, just to let you know, www.cakerecipeclub.com. What are the benefits to making chocolate cake in a mug? Well, the first thing is it takes less time. Would you rather use a microwave or a stove? If you bake it in a stove, it could take up to a half hour. A microwave, on the other hand, is only 5 minutes. Actually, 2.5 minutes. 5 minute total time. Okay, now I'm going to begin to bake the cake. And the first thing you want to do is start with all your dry ingredients. So the first ingredient I'm going to start with is the flour, which I did take the time to pre-measure out all my ingredients because I promised you guys I would hold you for no longer than 20 minutes. Now you want to keep in mind that it can get a little bit messy, so I recommend, especially if this is your first time doing this, to either wear an apron or clothes that you won't be upset about if they get a little bit ruined. Next, I'm going to do 4 tablespoons of sugar, and that was 4 tablespoons of flour. And you want to make sure you have all-purpose flour. Next is cocoa, and you want to make sure it's unsweetened cocoa. And you only want 1 tablespoon. Now you want to stir all of this together. And it should kind of look like a light brown powdery color. And one thing you want to be careful about, as I've noticed a couple of times when I've made this, is the powder tends to stick to the bottom once everything is stirred together. The next step is to add 2 tablespoons of egg. This was the only ingredient that I didn't pre-measure ahead of time. And again, you want to stir. Make sure everything is mixed together. Next, you want to add the milk and Crisco oil. Stir it up. Next, you want to add 3 tablespoons of chocolate chips. And a splash of vanilla extract. Now you want to make sure you actually do just a splash because this is very strong. And then stir this. Make sure everything's mixed together. Then lastly, you want to put it in the microwave for about 2 to 2.5 minutes. Depending on if you have a 700-watt microwave or a 1,000-watt microwave, the times will vary. But before I put it in the microwave, I have something for you guys to do while this is cooking. So I'm going to hand out everybody a word scrambler, which all the words relate to the cake. So I don't know if you guys would like to stand over here so you have something to lean up against to do the scrambler. It's up to you. But I'll go ahead and hand them out. Here's some pens to pass along. And I will tell you when you can start. Go. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Whoever gets the most words wins a prize. Now while you guys are doing that, I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 2.5 minutes.
That's what kind of caught me there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hmm?
Last one, not we know. What the heck is that?
Alright, well, I guess I don't really need to go over the words, but I will anyway. Number 1 was cake. Number 2 was fudge. 3 is chocolate. 4 is mug. 5 is flour. 6 was milk. 7 was vanilla. And 8 was microwave. And everybody got all of them correct.
Fallon was the first one done. Though.
Yes, because Fallon was finished first, she will get the gift card to the movies. Good job, Fallon.
Yes.
Now let's see how this is doing. It's got about 30 seconds left. It may rise, it may not rise. They all come out a little bit different. It doesn't have to rise, it just kind of makes it look more fancy. That's good enough. And there's your cake in a mug. Now I have forks for those who would like to try a sample of it. would
Is
like
it
to
hot
try?
right now?
Yeah, blow on it, let it cool off. No? Who wants to go first?
I will.
Be careful, it's probably very hot. Here, I'll take the fourth fork.
Good.
It's good.
You're having a cup of hot cocoa, you can have a cup of cupcake.
Alright, so today we learned how to make cake in a mug. We also learned that cake has been in existence since the 1600s, and it was first made in England. And we also learned that the benefits of making cake in a mug is it takes less time, and another thing to think about is it's a perfect portion. If you want just a piece of cake for yourself, or if it's something you want to share with a significant other. Valentine's Day is coming up. And thank you for your time, and thank you so much for coming today. And if there are any questions, I will take questions after the presentation, because I promised you I would hold you up for no longer than 20 minutes. And I do have additional handouts for you to take home for those who would like to try this recipe at home. And that concludes my presentation for today. Thank you.
Thank you.